Welcome back to Strive to Thrive. Once again, we will be using this ball for today's exercises, but today we're going to be doing all standing exercises. Now, a couple of things to note before we get started. Just like last time, if you don't feel comfortable or you don't have the ball, you definitely can do all of the exercises without the ball and just pretend you're using one. Also, any of the exercises we will be doing today can be done sitting down, so if you feel safer that way, you're more than welcome to sit down. And finally, I'd recommend you stand behind your chair or something to hold on to, just in case, because we will be moving around and there's going to be a lot going on today. But of course, as always, it will be fun. So we're going to start with our dynamic warm-up, and then we'll get started. To start, we're just going to be marching in place with some arm swings, making sure you're standing up nice and tall, your shoulders are relaxed, looking straight ahead rather than down at your feet. All about getting the muscles warmed up here. From here, bring those knees a little bit higher, and when you're ready, add in some big forward arm circles. Drive those knees up, keep doing those big arm circles. If you have any shoulder problems, you can always bring it a little lower too. Okay, from here, kick the heels back, and when you're ready, cross the arms, alternating which arm is on top each time. Okay, next up, your feet are about hip width apart. Bring the hands just to the outside of your head without pulling on your head at all. All you're going to do is push the hips back, keeping the legs mostly straight, and just bend down until you feel a slight pull in your hamstrings. So from the side, it's just here and stand up. So let's give that a try. Just push those hips back. We're doing a basic hip hinge movement. You're not pulling on your neck at all. Your hands are just kind of hanging out up here. I like to bring mine just to the outside of my ears. Let's go for one more. Okay, bring it up. Now your feet are still about hip width apart. This time, just a little mini squat. Stand up, that's the first part, so squat. And then you're going to reach as you step out. So let's go ahead and give that a try. So a little squat, tap out, and reach. Think about really reaching over, warming up your sides a little bit. Don't have to go down too low on that squat. Remember, this is still our warm-up. One more on each side. Okay, next up, you're going to be tapping your toes out in front of you, and you're adding in a chest press. So think about pulling those elbows back as your arms come back. You're standing tall, shifting your weight side to side as you tap those toes forward. Okay, now bring it into heel taps forward, heels down, toes up, and then add in an arm curl. Okay, now from here, this is when you might especially want to hold on either to your chair, to a wall, but you also want to make sure you're not going to kick anything. We're going to do some leg swings forward and back. So figure out which leg you want to start with. Shift your weight to the other side. Hold on for balance and just swing back and forth. Really try to focus on that kick back to warm up your hip flexors. Okay, now come to the other side. Same thing. Shift your weight to the other leg and swing, keeping this leg that you're swinging mostly straight and the knee that you're standing on slightly bent rather than locked out. Okay, you can stop with that. Now we're doing our leg swings to the side. So this time I'd go back to the first leg. You're swinging out and in front of the other leg. So let's try that. This time we're warming up the hips a little more. And bring it to the other leg. Holding on for balance, whatever that looks like for you. And relax. Okay, now what you want to do, give yourself a little bit of room to move side to side. And all we're going to do is 3 steps to the right and 3 steps to the left. So give yourself some room, stand up nice and tall, shoulders down and back, and let's just step. 2, 3, other side. 2, 3. Make sure you're picking up your feet as you do this. We don't want to be dragging our feet at all. One more time, down and back. Okay, good, just a couple more. Next up, we're going to be doing a torso twist. So for this one, as you twist, pivoting on that back foot, you want to make sure that as you turn as well, your vision stays looking straight ahead rather than down at your feet. Bring it back to center. Last one, stand up tall, your feet are together. Bring the arms out, stretch back a little, and give yourself a hug. Alternate through that. And try to switch which arm is on top each time you bring your arms in front of your body. Just stretching out your chest and the upper back here. Last time. And relax. Okay, you're officially warmed up. Let's get started with the workout. Now that we're warmed up, we're going to start with a few exercises without the ball, and then we'll go ahead and start using the ball. So to start with, just make sure you have a little bit of room to move around you, especially your arms. What you're going to start with is just kind of roll the shoulders down and back away from your ears. We're going to check in on your finger dexterity. So we're just going to start out with what I call cherry pickers, touching each finger to your thumb. Your elbows are bent, your shoulders are relaxed. With this, we're just doing a little series where we will progressively make these exercises a little bit more challenging. Okay, now you're going to start marching while doing the same thing. Tap each finger to your thumb. Like I said, we're working on coordination today. Okay, bring the arms straight out to your side. Keep tapping each finger to your thumb and marching. Now keep doing the same thing, but bring your arms overhead and still continuing to touch each finger to your thumb. Still marching. If this bothers your shoulders, you can bring it a little bit lower as well. Okay, go ahead and relax for a minute. Shake out your arms if you need to. Last exercise of this little cherry picker series is going to be doing the same things we were just doing, but this time we're going to have our arms out to the side, and while we're marching and doing our cherry pickers, we're going to do some arm circles. Okay, let's see what you've got. Start marching, hands out to the side, touching each finger to your thumb, and then start making circles. It doesn't matter which way you start. Makes it a little bit more challenging here. And now switch directions of the circles. That might even make it a little more challenging. And go ahead and relax. Awesome job there. Now that our fingers and shoulders are warmed up, next up, we're going to throw in a little bit of cha-cha before we get started with the ball. So just one more exercise. It's going to be step across, cha-cha-cha, step across, 1, 2, 3. Step across, 1, 2, 3, and here. Let's begin. Here, cha-cha-cha. You can get a little bit more dynamic with it if you want. Almost make it a little bit of a mini lunge, if you will. But you don't have to. You can just tap, stay a little bit more upright, or get a little lower. Get those arms involved a little. If you're a true cha-cha dancer, you may know all the moves. And go ahead and stop. Okay, just a fun little exercise. Get our brains warmed up still, get our blood flowing, and get us ready to now use the ball. So grab the ball if you're using it. Again, you can stand behind your chair just so you have something to hold on to in case you need it. And just like last time, if you lose control of the ball, please let the ball go rather than worrying about reaching too far and tripping over anything. We wouldn't want that to happen. So, to start with, similar exercises to what we did last time, but obviously we're standing. So we're going to start out just tossing, short tosses here with both hands. When you're ready, you can begin. Okay, keep tossing. Now you're just going to add in some marching with it. Remember, it doesn't have to be high tosses, just short tosses. And go ahead and stop. Great job with that first one. Okay, next up, we're going to start out tossing side to side, and then when I tell you to, you're going to add in tapping your foot out to the side, alternating sides. Okay, so to start, just tossing one hand to the other. Getting the rhythm here. Okay, now let's add in tapping to the side. Whatever pace you're comfortable with. Soft feet here, you're not slamming your feet down on the floor. And stop. Okay, next up, we're doing our rainbow tosses again, so a little bit higher. Okay, so that's what we'll start with, just getting the hang of that. And when I tell you to, you're going to alternate tapping your foot back and then the other foot back, and just tapping the toes back when you do so. Okay, so start out with those rainbow arms. You still want to be in control. Just try to get the ball at least over your head as you toss from one side to the other. Okay, let's add in those toe taps back. Alternating sides. Go at whatever pace you're comfortable with. And go ahead and stop. Okay, I need to pause because I don't remember what's next. Oh. Oof. Yeah, I do. Okay. Also, this is going to be hard because I can't really grip this, but we'll give it a go. Okay, good. Next up, we're going to get our arms and our brains a little bit more involved and do some different stuff than what we did last time when we were sitting in the chair. So I'll show you the pattern first and then we'll walk through it. You're going to start with the ball in your right hand. This may be a little challenging depending on the size of the ball, the size of your hand, your grip strength, anything like that. So if you can't fully grab the ball, you can just kind of rest the ball in your hand like this. But what you're going to do, the ball in your right hand, you're going to tap your left shoulder, right shoulder, and bring your arm straight up. And then back to the left shoulder, right shoulder, arm straight up. And then of course we can't just do that, so we're going to add in marching as we do that. Okay, so we'll do it on both sides, of course. Let's start with the ball in the right hand, and let's begin. So marching, left shoulder, straight up. Left shoulder, right shoulder, straight up. You get the idea now. Looking straight ahead, keeping your shoulders still relaxed. Let's go through one more time. And stop. Okay, left side now, so this time it'll be right shoulder, left shoulder, straight up. Here we go. Right shoulder, and up. Still marching. Keep moving those feet. That's all part of the fun. Last one here, and go ahead and relax. Okay, if you need to shake out your arms a little, you can feel free to do so. This next one is going to be a little bit more complicated, probably for our brains the most. So, I'll show you what we're doing and then I'll walk you through it. Your feet, I'm going to start with your feet. So your foot is going to, left foot first, tap out to the side, to center, out at a 45-degree angle, center, and then in front. And then you're going to your right foot, out in front, center, 45-degree angle, and out to the side. So that's what our feet are doing. Our arms, starting with the ball in the left hand, it's going to come straight out, and then in, and then come up to like a Y, in, and then straight up, in, right hand, straight up, Y, in, and out to the side. Okay. If you didn't guess, our hands and our feet are going to move together. So the full exercise will look like this. Out to the side, 45-degree angle, Y, straight up, foot's out in front. Right hand, straight out in front, Y, 45-degree angle, and out to the side. Okay, so I know you can do it. Let's start with the ball in the left hand. Starting with our tap out to the side. So, side, back in, Y, 45-degree angle, foot up in front, hand straight above, hand overhead, Y, 45-degree angle, and out to the side. Okay, again, side, Y, and straight up. Right hand, straight up, Y, and out to the side. Okay, one more time, because I know you're getting in the groove now. Straight up, right hand, and out to the side. Okay, great job. Guess what? Now we get to go the other direction. Yeah, you saw that one coming. So same thing we just did. Now we're switching it up on our brains, starting with the right hand. Okay, so let's start right. Y, 45-degree angle, up and in front. Left hand. Y, 45-degree angle, and out to the side. Back to the right side, Y, and up. Left hand, up, Y, and to the side. One more time. You got this. And go ahead and relax. Whew. You made it through those exercises. Great job. Now, we've got one more that involves a little bit of coordination and some balance, kind of like what we just did, but not quite. This time, you're going to just hold the ball kind of at your chest. You're going to start, and this is when you may want to hold on with one hand too, depending on how your comfort level is. We're going to balance on our left leg first. Right leg's going to tap in front, come to center, tap out to the side, and then we're going to open up the hips and tap back at that 45-degree angle. So that one is usually the most challenging one. We're going to stay on the left leg first, and then we'll switch to the right leg. Again, holding on if you need to. If you want to set the ball down, you can do that as well. Okay, let's begin. Left leg balance. Right leg comes up, center, side, center, 45-degree angle back. Make sure you're trying to open up those hips a little if you can. You do want your knee slightly bent as you reach back. Okay, great job. Now let's take it to the other side. So get your balance on your right leg and begin. Left leg, tap up, center, side, center, bend the leg, tap back. Barely tapping down. Last time through, front, in, side, in, open up and tap back. Okay, great job. We're going to finish off this workout session with a few core exercises and then we'll do our seated stretches. So stay with me for a few more exercises. First up, there's a couple of options for this one. Option one is you're going to be bringing your knees up. You're going to try to pass the ball under your legs. And if you're laughing at me right now, an option instead would be to do this and to just kind of bring the ball over to the other side. So you're actually physically bringing your hand over to the other hand. Regardless of which way you do it, you will still be working your core. Okay, so let's go ahead and give it a try. I'll start showing this way, bringing the ball under your legs, if possible. So this is option one. And if you'd rather, you can be marching and then bring the ball over to the other side. Whichever way you're doing, just focusing on trying to get that crunching motion in to work the core muscles. And go ahead and relax. Okay, great job. Okay, next up, you're going to bring your feet wider than hip width apart, just slightly. You're going to start with the ball in your right hand, or just have your right hand out. Going to bring the ball up overhead with your right arm straight. Your left hand is going to slide down your left leg. And as you do so, you're going to look up towards your right hand and then stand up and look straight ahead. So again, as you bend down, look up towards the ball and then come up. So your hand's just sliding down your leg. Okay, what do you say we give it a try? Hand up, right hand up. As you bend down, look up towards the right hand, stand up, look straight ahead. Keep breathing here. We're going a little bit wider with our base of support just for a little bit of stability, but you should be feeling this on the sides of your stomach. And go ahead and relax. Okay, you know the routine. Now onto the other side. So ball is in the left hand this time. Bring the hand overhead. Right hand is sliding down the right leg. Okay, let's begin. So slide, look up, stand up, look straight ahead. Don't forget to breathe still. That hand sliding down your leg. Just a little longer. And go ahead and relax. Okay, great job. We've got one more exercise and then we'll finish off with our stretches. So this one, you're going to be alternating your toe tap backs again. But instead, what you're also going to do, I'll go from the side so you can see. Tap back, you're going to drive your knee up and then bring it down. Other leg, drive your knee up, basically driving the knee between both arms. Alternating legs. Okay, so bring your hands up overhead, and then let's begin. So tap back, drive the knee up, and switch sides. Trying to get that crunching motion in. Don't forget to breathe. This is our last exercise. Then we'll finish off with our stretches, which you get to sit down for. Stay with me till the end here. And go ahead and relax. Awesome job. Okay, when you're ready, you can go ahead and put your ball to the side and have a seat in your chair. Sitting towards the front of the chair, bring your right leg out, hands on your left leg, and just lean forward at the hips to stretch the back of the right leg. Keep your shoulders down away from your ears. And go ahead and bring that right leg in. Left leg out, hands on the right leg, and lean forward. Okay, go ahead and bring that left leg in. You can sit back in the chair. Now you're going to bring your arms out to the side. Pull the arms back and lean over the chair back. Gently pulling those arms down, stretching the back, the chest. Just feels good to open everything up a little. Okay, go ahead and sit up. Bring your arms overhead. You're going to clasp your fingers together. Sit up nice and tall. Try to stretch your arms as high up towards the ceiling as you can. Hold here. And now lean towards the left. Bring it back to center. And now to the right. Go ahead and inhale through the nose as you bring it back to center. Exhale through the mouth, arms down. Okay, roll those shoulders back a couple of times. Okay, now go ahead, bring one hand out. Pull the fingers gently towards you, stretching the underside of the forearm. And now pull those fingers down, palm towards you this time. Take it to the other side, palm away from you to start. Shoulders are relaxed. Turn the palm down towards you. Okay, now just some wrist circles. Switch directions. And up and down. Okay, now from here, bring your right arm across your body. Gently pull on it with your left arm. Should feel the stretch in the back of that right shoulder. This should feel pretty good after all those tosses we've done today. And bring the left arm across your body now. Keep the shoulders relaxed. And go ahead and relax. Okay, shake out the shoulders a little if you need to. You can roll them individually back at a time or together. Keep the shoulders away from your ears. Bring the left ear towards the left shoulder. Keeping the shoulders straight and down away from your ears. Remember, you bring the ear towards the shoulder. Feel that stretch on the right side of the neck. And now bring it to the other side. Now look down towards the floor and roll your head from one side to the other and the front of your body. Bring it back to center. And there you have it. There's our workout today. Great job. I look forward to seeing you next time.